Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well and welcome to today's video. I don't want to be uptight, so I'm currently at home. Why am I shaking? Okay, this is about to get vulnerable. Let's get to it. I don't have anything written down because this is not the usual legal video. We are speaking about life. It's an actual life update. Not really a life update because there's nothing much to update, but let's speak about life. How is everything been? How has been the first quarter of the year? We are currently in May. This is the 3rd day of May. And you will be seeing this on the 4th day of May. But yeah, so how has 2022 been? First things first, I hope that if you started your articles, they are treating you well. And if you've started them and you are looking for tips, I do have a video on that in this channel about tips and tricks of how I handled my articles journey in a small firm. I don't know about a big law firm, but I know about how life was in a small firm and how I managed my way through the 2 years of articles. And let's now speak about everything to do with career. On that note, let's just dive into it. So what have I been doing since I left practice? I left practice in February the 10th, which was the last day of my articles. I decided that I'm not going to continue with my articles. I mean, not my articles, but I'm not going to stay in practice until the time that I get admitted. So I went and worked in the family business. My dad's side of the family, there is a family business in the entertainment industry. So that's where I went, and that's what I'm currently doing. And I work from home actually. Not like I work from a home business, just that, but I actually work from home. Most of my work is done on this desk behind me and on my bed, and sometimes at home, my dad's side of the family, in our living room, in our study, but most of my work is done there. I am going to the office tomorrow, so there are days that I have to actually go to the office, which is an hour away from here because it's in Durban and I live in Mthwalume, which is almost an hour from here. So there's that. That's what I've been doing, and it's been great working from home, but it took me, I can say it took me a good 2 months to actually understand that Asanda, you're actually employed. You work and you need to continue putting your best foot forward in as much as you are working from home, in as much as you are not really practicing law. In as much as I have the title of legal advisor, I hardly do, not hardly, but it's not every day that I need to advise. It's not every day that I draft as I would be doing in a law firm. Every day, if not every other day, you're consulting in a law firm. Every other day you are, not every other day, every day you are drafting something. So here I do draft contracts, I do review contracts, but it's not an everyday thing because again, it's also a small company. So that's the difference with my work, but I still get to do a lot of research on new laws and it's an interesting field because I'm now doing music. I've never done it before, so I'm being exposed to the laws of music, to so many stuff, and it's interesting to see. And yeah, that's what career is going on for myself. Now, if you're going to come into a career and place more, you are actually going to be pulling yourself back, because when I came in here, like, I'd actually even tell my uncle, like, when he says, oh yeah, this is our legal, just say Asanda, please. But actually, you are a legal advisor, you are a candidate attorney if you're coming in and you actually have the degree. I used to enjoy how one thing that my principal used to do, she never introduced me to clients as a candidate attorney. She would introduce me as a lawyer in the office. She would say, this is Asanda Umelwa Laikai. loosely translated. This is Asanda, another lawyer that I work with. So it would be that, and because she would say that, I would take in the feel and the idea that I'm actually a lawyer here. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So if you've just done your career and it's only been 4 months and you feel like you're not getting your fit right, you are not getting what you want to be, and that's how it is right now, I hope that you realize, Ruti, actually, I deserve to be here. I've done the degree, I've done the everything, and this is who I am, and this is what I remain to be. I'm supposed to be here, so don't play small. If you are somewhere, my takeaway from careers right now, my takeaway from careers, not just from here, but even when I worked in a call center, I was not working as a sales agent, I was working as a quality assurance agent, and I was still in varsity. And one of the reasons why I got the job is because I was working on my legal career, and I understood compliance in that sense. That's what I sold to them when I got the interview, and I had to stand in that whenever I doubted myself, that actually you are here because you deserve to be here. So if you are in a career right now, if you've just started a career right now, maybe intimidated by the amount of people, the older people that are in your career, like for example, in the legal career, especially in small towns, we have a lot of older white people that are male who we work with, and you sort of get intimidated. And Mina, I was lucky on my first court appearance, and I had a really, not first court appearance, but a first civil court appearance. There was a male that actually assisted me. He was my aide, and I was so thankful to him. I remember thankful every time I see him, because he didn't feel intimidated or feel that, oh, here are these children coming to take our place here. He just assisted me, he helped me, and I finished the matter, and the order was granted in my favor because he assisted me. And I think one thing that you need to do as coming in as a candidate, and I did speak about this in the video, I will link it here, is that people are willing to help, and people are actually available to help. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to actually ask for help and give out help as well, because it could be a CA and there's another CA and they both need help, and it could be even somebody who's actually experienced. Laws change every day. Maybe you are aware of something that they are not. So don't be an ass when you are actually working. That's number one. Okay, so that's careers. What else do I want to say about careers? Oh, I want to say that to answer the question that everyone keeps on asking me, am I actually ever gonna go back to practice? Yes, I will go back to practice, hopefully this year. But yes, the plan is to go back to practice soon. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Do I miss practice? 1000% yes, I miss it. I've had a break. I needed the break, but at this point, I miss the thrill of it, the rush of trying to find a specific case that favors your argument. The rush I miss all of that. I miss the reading of and discussing of a matter that is going to court that day or the next day or the next week, and that I miss. And I also miss wearing black and white every day. And my gown. Yeah. So there's that part. Okay, let's talk about what am I reading. I'm currently reading Power of Habit. By Charles. It's Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I don't think I'm pronouncing that name correctly, but it's The Power of Habit. That's the book that I'm reading, and the next book that I'll read after that is The Atlas of the Heart. And I'm also reading, which is actually not an audiobook, but what's this thing? Look, it's on my Huawei books. I'm reading the How Not to Die Alone. So that's another book that I'm reading. So I'm currently reading 2 books, and I do have a sleeping book. Yes, guys, I read 3 books. There's a book that I read when I'm traveling around, going to the gym, which is the How Not to Die Alone, or when I'm scrolling on my phone and not knowing what am I doing, I just open my books and read that book, which is How Not to Die Alone. And then I have The Power of Habits, which is a book that I read in the morning, and The Crossing by Sarita Jakes. Yeah, is it Sarita? TD Jakes' wife, though. Sarita Jakes. It's an old book. I'm reading that to whenever I want to actually unwind at night and not think about my phone. That's what I read. So if you want to start reading, I would suggest that you actually get a hard copy. For me, reading a hard copy is actually more effective, and I remember it more than actually reading on my phone. That's why I know that I'm reading the How Not to Die Alone, but I'm thinking of getting a hard copy of it very soon, because I think it's an impactful and powerful book. And before this one, I read The Mountain Is You. That's the best read I've read this year, and I would highly, highly recommend that you guys get your hands on that book. I actually did a whole blog post about it. I'll link it below. It's a great book, and if you want to see a summary of the last chapter and get a feel of what it's all about, that's the book that you need to read. And yeah, that's my highly recommended book. Journaling. How am I journaling? I'm currently I don't have a power. Why am I saying power? I don't have a bullet journal. I have a journal, but I journal for different things. I have a prayer journal, I have a work journal, and I have a book journal. The prayer journal is a journal that I write all of my prayers and the scripture that I'm reading and evaluate all of my prayers. That's the journal that I am using. That's the journal that I actually got at my previous work in February. So I decided that's what I'm going to use it for. And I have the planner, which is the journal that I've been using since January. I always buy a new planner that I use for all things that I'm planning to do, whether it's a video, it's whatever it is. That's the journal that I use, whether it's for work. That's the journal that I take with when I'm going to the office, if I have to be at the office. That's the journal that I take with when I'm in meetings on Zoom or anywhere. And then I have the journal that I write the points that I found in a book. That's the journal. And then the fourth, probably I could actually name it as my secret journal, where I share and write all of the things that I feel, all of the things that I want to debrief. That's the journal that I scream in, basically. So one other tip that I would have for you this year, and one thing that I wanted to do this year, was to work on my spiritual health. And yeah, I'm doing well in that department because of journaling. So if you want to work on yourself with that, I highly, highly recommend getting yourself a journal, even if you just get one and do everything that you want to do in it. I have separate ones because I don't want to have to go back and forth or maybe see something that I was probably crying about whilst I'm praying. I'm going to get distracted. That's why I have different journals. And let's speak about finances. So one of my other goals was to actually do better, and yeah, the book that I'm reading for that is Rich Dad Poor Dad. I know I'm late to the party, but yeah, that's the book that I'm reading, and I'm actually getting a lot of insights on how to have a relationship with money. I think that's one book that's a good foundation for actually establishing a good relationship with money. So if you've just started out working or you've just changed jobs and you're earning a bit more or you're earning a bit less, I think it's very good to actually have a good foundation so that you understand that increase or decrease of whatever, increase rather, does not mean that you increase your lifestyle. What is it called? It's called lifestyle inflation. That the moment that you earn 500 rands more, you start changing your life to meet the 500 rand. I think when you're earning that more, why not invest it? Why not put it into your business if you have one? So yeah, there's that part. And then one other tip is start a side hustle. It's still very early. We're starting the second quarter of the year, and it would be wise to actually start yourself a great side hustle, even if you just earning 50 rand more. I don't earn much from my baking business when I do it. Like, if it probably 100 rands, 150 at most that I would make as profit. And I actually, it's money that's mine. No one's going to take it away from it. It adds to my money, and it's very good to have something like that. So start a side hustle, stick by it, and understand that it's something that is there for you and is there to boost whatever it is that you're already making. So don't be afraid to actually go for it. Even if you are qualified, whatever, it's always good to use your skills. Even the Bible says that God was so annoyed by the one person who didn't use their talents and didn't multiply them. Use all of them. We have so many talents, we have so many skills that we are ignoring simply because we have this mentality of me now, my life is supposed to be this way. That's not true. And what else do I need to tell you guys? If you have a talent of writing or speaking, make use of it. Make use of it very soon. I didn't start my YouTube channel early. I could have started it when I was starting my my website, which is my blog. If I had started it that time, probably be further than it is right now. But I'm glad that I eventually started it, and I'd really encourage that you start it. And if you are afraid or you're unsure about what to do, start shooting videos of reviews, whatever it is. Do whatever it is that you want to do with it, if you know that you are talented and you want to do it. So the one thing that I would say you guys do with your lives is to just start. And what else do I want to say? Drink more water. Yes. And then when it comes to how am I doing with my mental health, I think that's where I'm closing. This video is already too long. I'm actually doing so much better. The power of taking life slow is what's making my life so much better. I've decided to take everything in life slow. I'm not good at it yet, but I'm getting to the place where I'm not rushing stuff. I'm not rushing or making drastic decisions or making irrational thoughts and pacing around. Yes, sometimes I stay up at night because I want to understand what's next in my career, because I could say worried because of the uncertainties that I have, and that's one thing that affects my mental health. And I also have so many issues that I need to make decisions on, but my mental health is doing much better. I'm not taking any antidepressants. I'm not taking any drugs. I am actually taking things slow. So I think in terms of mental health and in terms of mental wellness is take things slow, take each day as it comes, and speak life to yourself. And that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do life. That's how you do it. I think if you're going to give yourself a chance, if you're going to continually give people a chance, I think give your mental health a chance to grow. Give yourself a chance to start loving yourself. And I always say this, I think start with your physical appearance if it's so difficult in the mental health, in the mental appearance or in the mental health. Start outside, start outside in. People always start inside. It's very difficult for people that, well, for me as somebody who suffers from a lot of anxiety, I start, whenever I feel good on the outside, it start going to the inside. I start telling myself, look at how beautiful you look. You should actually feel good about yourself. And I feel good after that. So that's how I'm doing my mental health. It could work for somebody else, could work for, cannot work for somebody else. Whatever it is, work on that and make the year better. Life is too short to be suffering mental health at this point. So yeah, I hope you guys are actually going to make the next quarter of the year. We're going to have another video in, when's the next quarter? August, September, I don't know. We're going to actually have a sort of video like this soon. Not soon, no, I'm not promising that. Our next video is going to be on legal matters as per usual, and that's what we're going to be speaking about. And I hope you guys hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that the rest of the year helps you in resetting. I hope that you work on your physical health, your mental health, your relationships, your careers, your finances, all of your goals. I hope that the rest of the year is going to be better, and just know that it actually gets better, and it's not too late. It's never too late. Things could change in the next 2 months, and I'm praying that it changes for all of us and we are at a better situation and a better place. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'm rambling. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.